I have spent thousands of hours inside of VR, but I've never seen anything quite like this. This is not a game or a simulation. I'm currently high in the air, looking around a real-world environment as if I were a bird. This is the Anti-Gravity A1, and it's the world's first 8K 360-degree drone that was co-engineered with the team at Insta360 to do one thing: teleport your consciousness into the sky. Usually flying a drone feels like operating a camera. But when you pair this sub 249 gram drone with these vision goggles, it stops being a flight and it starts becoming more of an experience. Today we're doing a deep dive into why this isn't just a drone. It's the most immersive, real-life VR experience that I've ever had. A huge thank you to Anti-Gravity for sponsoring today's video and sending me this unit. Today we're gonna look at the hardware, why these goggles are basically the Vision Pro of the drone world, and how this 360 capture system completely changes the way you edit and tell stories from the air. Now let's talk about what actually happens the moment you slide on these goggles and take off. If you've flown a standard drone before, you're used to the box. You're looking through a fixed window. If you want to see what's to your left, you have to physically rotate the entire drone. It's mechanical and it's clunky. The Anti-Gravity A1 completely gets rid of that. Because this is an 8K 360-degree capture system, the view is everywhere at once. So when I put on these goggles, I'm not just a pilot. I am the drone. I could be flying full speed towards a cliffside, but I can turn my head 180 degrees and watch the trail I just left behind. I can look straight up into the sun and see the lens flares catching the light, and then look straight down between my feet and feel that genuine pit-in-your-stomach sensation of height. And that's where the Vision Pro comparison really matters. Usually, drone feeds are the weak link. They can be grainy and they can have lag, but the OmniLink 360 transmission here is pushing a bitrate that actually does justice to these 2.5K micro OLED displays. But it's not just the screens, it's how you see them. If you look at the bottom of these Vision goggles, Anti-Gravity built in a dual diopter adjustment from +2 all the way to -5. If you wear glasses, you can finally ditch them. Combine that with physical IPD adjustment that moves from 59 to 72 millimeters, and you're getting a sweet spot that is perfectly calibrated to your own eyes. It changes how you explore. In a normal drone, you're on a mission to get the shot. Here, you're on a mission to just see. I found myself just hovering in place, 100 feet up, turning my head and taking in the world. It's the first time I've used a drone where the flight was secondary to the feeling of actually being there. It's that sense of presence, kind of the holy grail that we're always looking for in VR. But instead of a digital world, it's the actual trees and the actual sky. And for the VR nerds out there, let's talk about the comfort factor. These goggles use pancake lenses, but they also moved the weight. Instead of a battery pulling on your face, it's a modular neck mount that sits around your neck. This keeps the goggles at just 340 grams. It means that the sweet spot is massive and you don't have to constantly wiggle the headset to stay in focus. Now let's talk about the part that actually changed my workflow as a creator. If you've ever flown a traditional drone to get a cinematic shot, you know the stress. You're trying to navigate obstacles, watch your battery, keep the drone stable, and most importantly, keep the camera actually pointed where you want it to point. And if you're off by 5 degrees, the shot is ruined. With the Anti-Gravity A1, the stress is effectively gone. I'm gonna call it the filmmaking cheat code because this thing is capturing a full 8K 360 sphere. I don't actually have to aim the camera when I'm in the air. My only job is to put the drone in the right physical space. Once I land and bring that footage into the editor, that is when I become the cinematographer. I can decide to look forward, look backward, or even do a dramatic 360-degree orbit around a subject, even if the drone was just flying in a straight line. It's non-destructive filmmaking. You're capturing the entire environment and you get to pick the best movie out of the sphere later. For a solo creator, this is like having a professional camera op in the sky with you who never misses a frame. And we also have to talk about the invisible factor. Because of how these lenses are positioned and how the onboard AI stitches the images, the drone body itself is completely invisible. In the final footage, it looks like a floating disembodied camera is following you. There are no landing gear legs in the shot and no props casting shadows flickering on the lens. It creates this impossible perspective that people usually associate with a large budget rig, but you're doing it with a 249 gram device that fits in your jacket pocket. Think about the implications for VR too. If you're a creator who makes immersive content, you can export these flights in full 360-degree VR. You've essentially given your viewers the ability to put on their own headsets and fly through wherever you're filming exactly like you did. You aren't just sharing a video, you're sharing a moment in time that they can actually inhabit. Now let's get under the hood a little bit here because the engineering is what makes this magic happen. First, this drone is tiny. It weighs less than a standard tablet, which in the drone world is a massive deal. It means that in many regions, you don't even have to register this with the government to fly it. But don't let the size fool you. To get 8K 360-degree footage in a frame this small, they had to be brilliant with the optics. If you look closely, you can actually see dual sensors inside the frame, one facing up and one facing down. Now I know what you're thinking, 8K is overkill, but in 360 video, pixels are everything. Because you're cropping in to get your final 16:9 shot or whatever framing you're going to use, you need that extra resolution so that the final product stays crisp, clean, and professional. And notice how the camera assembly is suspended on this dampened mounting element. It's designed to wiggle slightly to absorb vibration, making the difference between your video looking like a security camera and looking like a cinematic production. Then there's the OmniLink 360 transmission. For us VR users, latency is the enemy. If there's even a millisecond of lag between the drone's movement and what you see in the goggles, you're going to get motion sick. Anti-gravity solved this by using a dedicated high bandwidth signal that maintains a rock-solid feed to those micro OLEDs. It's low latency, it's high fidelity, and it's what makes this presence feel real. And I have to mention this incredible grip controller. If you've ever spent any time with the Quest touch controllers, this is going to feel like second nature. You aren't fiddling with tiny plastic joysticks. You're using intuitive ergonomic movements. Basically, you're pointing where you want to go and pulling a trigger to guide the drone through the air. It bridges the gap between operating a machine and just pointing where you want to go. Lastly, the safety. Flying an over $1,000 piece of tech into the sky can be nerve-wracking, but the 360 perception system is essentially a bubble of protection. It uses 6 different vision sensors to map the environment in real time. If it detects a branch or a power line that you might have missed while you were busy looking at the view, it doesn't just beep at you, it actively works to keep the drone in the air. So at the end of the day, who is this drone actually for? If you're a professional drone racer looking for the fastest lap time, this probably isn't your rig. But if you're like me, if you're an experience seeker or some sort of digital storyteller, then this thing is in a league of its own. For years, we've talked about the metaverse and the ability to teleport anywhere. We've used VR to explore digital worlds that developers built for us. But the A1 is the first time I felt that I had a spectator mode for the real world. It takes the physical limitations of being a human on the ground and just gets rid of them. You aren't just flying a camera, you're inhabiting a space that used to be unreachable. As a creator, the fly first, frame later workflow is a total shift in how I think about cinematography. It turns every flight into a collaborative process between you and the environment. You capture the whole world, and then you get to sit down and decide exactly how you want to tell that story. Is it transformative? Absolutely. Is it the most VR thing I've ever done outside of an actual VR headset? Without a doubt. If you've been waiting for a reason to bring your love for immersive tech into the great outdoors, this could be the bridge that you've been looking for. If you want to know more about the Anti-Gravity A1, there are links down in the description to check it out. Plus, for a limited time from June 23rd through July 12th, you can get up to 25% off with a savings up to $480. Plus, if you use my link down in the description, you'll also get a free anti-gravity flight battery valued up to $149.99 as a bonus gift. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so more people can see it. And as always, happy questing.